Hey, how you doing, fellow phone flingers? Today we'll be doing a comparison on the ceda 16 kilogram spring, and then we have the stock spring that'll be compressed. We got 12 shots loaded up with the dart zone short darts. So we'll shoot 12 shots with the stock compressed spring, and then 12 shots with the uncompressed ceda 16 kilogram spring. So let me position the camera, turn the chronometer on, and we'll install the spring. This is a little cheap Tasco red dot I got found at Walmart. I just went ahead and painted it up because I didn't want it black. Just wanted to add to, the orange and still keep it blaster looking and not too real. So red and green dot still fully functional. Nice big sight. Works well. Got it tuned in. So let me see if you can even see the red dot on here. Probably not. Anyway, let's go ahead and take off the stock. Spring spacer. As you can see, my spring spacer in the back here is kind of shaved down, and you have to do that if you want to fit the ceda springs in there. You also got to shave a little bit off the plunger. So right now I don't have the stock spring guide in on the plunger side. I took that out. I got two spacers I made up of PVC. One is 20 millimeter, one is 19 millimeter. That's just how I eyed it. So I put one on the plunger side and then one on the spring guide side. Let's get the stock spring out. And as you can see, I don't leave any of the springs in my gun. I always take them out or leave them in the blaster because it will weaken it faster. If you compress your spring and you do a few hundred shots, you've already weakened it. There's no turning back. Even if you don't leave it installed in the blaster, when you compress a spring and you do a certain amount of shots and it gets broken in, compressed, you've already weakened it. So one of the big advantages I found with this ceda spring is that you don't have to compress it to get this type of power like you do with the stock spring, and you can leave it installed in the blaster because there's no pre-compression on it at all until it's primed. So anyways, here we go. Let's go ahead and 12 shots with the stock compressed spring. Put the adapter in here. All right, first shot, stock compressed spring. All right, we got it's like a 208. Let me lower this camera a little bit. All right, we got a 208.0. Next shot. Another 208.5. 208.5. Third shot. All right, we got 212.4. 4th shot. Got a 215.2. 5th shot. Got a 205.5. I think this is the 6th shot. All right, we got a error. 7th shot. We got a 217.4. 217.4. 8th shot. We got a 211.4. 211.4. 9th shot. All right, we got a 184.3. That probably didn't go straight over the sensors. I believe this is the 10th shot. All right, we got a 199.8. 199.8. 11th shot. All right, we got a 219.4. 219.4. This may be the last shot. All right, 211.9. Let's see. Okay, that was the last shot. So, let me just fire one more so I can deprime it and install the cedar spring. So it looks like the highest we got with this setup, with the stock compressed spring and a 12-inch brass barrel and my tune on it, is about 219. Still very easy to prime. We got a 221 on that one. 1.8. Alright, so now I'll switch. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to I gotta find one more shot with the stock spring. I keep priming it and I'm forgetting that I have to switch springs. So let's do one more. 211.6. Alright, so we're not going to prime it this time. Take the stock off. Okay, we're not going to use either compressor. Both of those are out. And we're just going in with the straight cedar spring, uncompressed. Hardly any pressure on the back cap, but I must say there is, you do gain some slight power, but the prime on it is really, really hard, and it wears my arm out just doing a couple dozen shots. So this is not suggested. It's not practical if you're going to be running this in some type of scrimmage or war. I'm thinking maybe a 12 would be a lot better. A lot easier on the arm, and you probably get the same results. So here we go. This is the 16 kilogram cedar spring. Uncompressed. First shot. Alright, we got 221.0. Alright, next shot. We got another 221.9. Alright, third shot. Alright, we got 215.5. 215.5. Fourth shot. Alright, we got 220.1. 220.1. Next shot. Alright, we got 213.0. Alright, we got 232.9. 232.9. Next shot. Sound like a burst dart right there. 147.8. So we'll do another shot for that one, because next shot. Alright, we got 214.2. Next shot. Okay, I think that burst too. Another one. Alright, we got a 193.4 on that. Let's do another one. We got a couple more. Alright, we got a 224.7. 224.7. This may be the last shot. I'll load up a few more for those ones that kind of acted funny. We got a 205.4. Alright, so let me grab a few more out of the bucket. Some of these might have not been new, so your higher numbers, it probably just got a real good seal with a perfect dart. Some of the fluctuations could be just wasn't a brand new dart, but that's what it is. Another shot with ceda, 16 kilogram. All right, we got a 215.2. Next shot. All right, we got a 214.5. Let's do one more. All right, we got a 227.4. Let's do a couple more. I think we got a couple more here. All right, we got a 221.0. So you'll have, those ones that go under 220 every now and then. But with the the cedar spring, like I said, is really hefty to prime. So, but you do get a more consistent number with it, and you're going to average in the 220s with the cedar spring. With the stock compressed spring, you'll average in the 210, 215 maybe. So the highest we got with the stock spring was 219, I believe. And then with the cedar spring, it was around 230 we got. So let me try something here real quick. I'm going to in my cap here, I got a few O-rings that just help buffer the spring. I'm gonna add one more and see if the numbers go up on the cedar spring. All right, so just hard compound O-ring slip down over there, and goes right into the to this little ring here. So let's do about 4 more shots and see if the number will go up a little bit. All right, 4 more shots. But like I said, I think the 9 or the 12 may give even better results and a lot lighter prime. So, and then I still have some other springs that I'm testing out, but we'll see. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do this is with an added small O-ring on the back spring spacer. Yeah, just that little bit. We got a 238.3 from one O-ring. Let's see if we can repeat it. Probably not, but let's see. Well, we got a 230.3. 230.3. I think we got 2 more shots in here. All right, we got a 233.5. Okay, last shot. All right, we got a 222.2. So just adding that O-ring, you can see it, numbers jumped up a little bit more. Started to stay in the 230s. Highest 238. So there you have it. Hope it was helpful. Do some more testing with this thing, and keep you guys posted and informed of my results. All right. Nexus Pro with the stock compressed spring versus the ceda 16 kilogram spring.